Ah, the monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Aaron Gordon. Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down 8. That pass stolen by Orlando. Fournier, guarded by Nerlens Noel. And count the basket inside.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
I got ball. That's me. Here, coming left. Watch cutter. Watch cutter.
Fournier tosses. Here's Schroeder with it. Down 12. Fires the three. Can't connect. That's going to be out of bounds. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Schroeder. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Offensive and a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Westbrook to Schroeder.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Westbrook to Schroeder. Has a chance. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Westbrook into the front court. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's good. And 1.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Russell Westbrook with the rock. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. All Magic so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Grant with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. Out of bounds.
Substitutions, Orlando. Subbing in for the Thunder, number 13.
Schroeder to Westbrook. Can't connect from inside. In the front court, it's Augustine. His team on top by 8. Has a look. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Schroeder.
I got ball.
It's Westbrook. Doesn't get the bounce. Orlando ball. To Gordon. Short jumper won't fall. Schroeder with the basketball. Margins 8. Westbrook. They get it to George. Down low. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Substitution being made in this one. Aaron Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. It's Russ at the controls. To George. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
George. That no good, off the mark. For 3, that's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Magic have it. To Aaron Gordon. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
To number 13, Paul George.
Aaron Gordon is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws. Westbrook into the front court. Down 11. George, not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Paul George to Westbrook. Down low George. Strong finish for Paul George. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Let's try.
OKC ball. Westbrook. Good look that time, but off the mark. Deep 2 there, won't go. Westbrook with it, trailing by 11. Around the perimeter to Westbrook. They get it to George, down low. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Gordon. Shot clock winding down. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Paul George fires the shot almost. Augustine with the basketball. The lead is 11. To Aaron Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
George. That's good D. Shot no good. First half comes to an end. So far, all Magic.
Thanks, Ed. The Magic put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic. The Thunder were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Bench points.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Augustine with it up top. Team. To Fournier. Trying to cash in. Off the mark.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty, just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
In the front court, it's Augustine. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Augustine against the former MVP. To Gordon. Down to 5 on the 24. 24-second violation.
Substitutions, Orlando. Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
Short jumper off the mark. To Aaron Gordon. Has a chance. And the rebound pulled down by Adams. To Schroeder.
Hey, I'm going to have to get some help over here.
To Paul George.
Okay, screen.
Screen coming.
Take mine.
Aaron Gordon tips it. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Now, opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. George. Westbrook. Bamba with the rebound. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Magic basketball. To Gordon. Mo Bamba goes to the left side. To Mo Bamba. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Mo Bamba at the line. Nope, first one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Westbrook with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. He's shooting 40% in this one. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Orlando's ball. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys currently down by 13. To George. Jumper's good.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Orlando has it. Jaron Grant picked up by Noel. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Not done yet. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And the denial. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. To Paul George from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Has a look. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. That's a tough look against the double team. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Mo Bamba trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Thunder with the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Fournier. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Schroeder. And he'll go to the foul line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down.
Oklahoma City, number 21, Andre Roberson.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Mo Bamba. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Schroeder to Westbrook. Deep two there, won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Aaron Gordon. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
The screen sets him up for two.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Team foul number 4, Oklahoma City Thunder are at the limit.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Jaron Grant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys down big. Screen coming. And he hit.
Stepping in for the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 13,
Oklahoma City's got it.
into the game for the matchup.
Westbrook to George. Oh, had him going there for a second. The drive, right to the basket. From the outside, no good. End-to-end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the reward, he's going to the line. Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Fournier. Down low, it's Gordon. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Aaron Gordon, guarded by Patterson. Lets it fly from long range, off the iron. And a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Fournier. They work it down to Gordon. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
I got him. Here we go.
Here comes the screen. It's Westbrook. Fournier the rebound. Jaron Grant, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier, 4 out of 7.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Oklahoma City ball.
In the stance, he's coming.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
You know, trap this. Come on, we got it.
To the outside. Here's a chance from long range. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle to Paul George. And they called the foul. Jay Hughes there too late.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip.
That's a bucket. Don't let him split.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point.
Bender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Russ at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to George. Trying to cash in.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Grant with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Aaron Gordon up against Patterson. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Paul George. Not that time. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Russell Westbrook has got two shots coming, shooting 63% in this contest. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for two. They'll let one fly from half court. The Magic secure the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic emerged victorious after a tight finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic. The Thunder are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Oklahoma City Thunder. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves begin the game with the basketball. T trying to finish, but he can't get it to go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Fournier to Vucevic. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Wiggins to Butler. To Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Fires the three. And the rebound taken by Butler. Towns to Wiggins. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that. Nice answer. Taj Gibson with the slam.
And Gibson's superpower is doing all the little things very well. That's how he's made his entire career.
Listen deep, listen deep. I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Match up, match up, match up.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Minnesota at the controls. To Teague.
Screen left, coming, screen left, coming, screen left.
Take stock of the floor. They get it down for Towns. Short jumper off the mark. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves, so it stays with Orlando. Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot, and Jay, they call the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Gordon to Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, goes through.
Screen on your right, on your right.
Teague to Gibson. To Teague. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Shot from the lane won't go. To Taj Gibson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Aaron Gordon. Here comes the screen. Fournier. For three. Off the mark. Butler to bring it up. Down three. To Towns. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, you can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 2. Entering the game for Minnesota, number 10.
Spinning shot won't fall. Teague with it up top. They're down 3. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Screen coming. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. Teague. To Butler. And stuffs it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Magic basketball. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. And a throwdown.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
They work it down to Gordon. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler into the front court. Down by 1. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gorgie Jang swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
No good. Augustine with it up top. Down a point. To Vucevic. To Gordon. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Vucevic, his first effort off the mark. Grayson Allen to Teague. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Gordon. Oh, had him going there for a second. Curling inside. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Teague with the basketball. Leads just a point. Finish that. Magic have it. To Aaron Gordon. From the painted area, won't go down. Teague with it up top. His team up by 1. Taj Gibson, knocked loose. Magic have it. To Gordon. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. Magic in control. Has a look. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Deep right corner to Aaron Gordon. Down to 5 on the 24. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Nikola Vucevic trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 72%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. To Towns. And scores. Strong take.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Grant with the basketball. It's 14-12. To Vucevic. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Towns. Sizing up the defense. Karl Anthony Towns. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Grant with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Here comes the screen. Time to shuffle things up.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Substitutions, Orlando.
Rose to Towns. Rose to Towns. Gets a shot up off the mark. And he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Orlando ball.
I got him. Here we go.
1 minute left in the first quarter.
Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rose.
Screen coming left.
Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here we go.
Driving right to the basket. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Rose. Derrick Rose slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Jaren Grant picked up by Gorgie Jang. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Big finish. Full head of steam that time. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter with the Magic in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Fournier picked up by Gibson. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in, gets an open look, and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Wiggins to Gibson. To Butler. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Can't connect from in close. Augustine with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Gorgie Jang. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Derrick Rose. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Stepping in.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Augustine, guarded by Jeff T. Mo Bamba stuffs it down with authority.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Wiggins. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Mo Bamba. Gets to the basket and scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Teague with the basketball. Down 4. To Wiggins. Short jumper won't go down. In the front court, it's Augustine. Looking to make something happen. To shoot for Orlando. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Towns there to get the rebound. To T. And throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Magic owned the possession. Has a chance. Shot won't go. To Teague. To Towns. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen right.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Fires the three, and he knocks it down.
See the three, be the three. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court, but you got something different. You got that moxie.
Teague with it up top. Down 3. To Towns. To Wiggins. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Terrific vision. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Towns. Runner here won't go down. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Here comes the screen. To Towns. Aaron Gordon with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And the reward, he's going to the line. Andrew Wiggins, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Augustine with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Trying to cash in. Oh, looks like everyone's getting into the action.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Teague to Wiggins.
On your right.
To Teague.
Watch that cutter.
5 to shoot for Minnesota.
Watch that back door.
It's good.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
It's Orlando's ball. Probing the defense. Gets a look. Can't hit. Teague with the basketball. They trail by 7. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Pours it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down. Knocked loose. Time expires to end the first half. The Magic have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Magic have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Orlando Magic. The Timberwolves are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Goal.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Orlando has it. To Gordon. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Butler to bring it up. His guys down by 9. To Teague.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Substitutions, Orlando.
Grant with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Short jumper stays out.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
From long range, it's Jang with the rebound. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Rosie's shot no good. To Mo Bamba. 4-3. Can't get the bounce. To Wiggins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Grant with the basketball. Up 5. To Mo Bamba. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jaron Grant at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Rose into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Allen. Can't connect. Gets it in the right corner. Mo Bamba. Easy path to the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Rose to Wiggins. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound claimed by Orlando. To Aaron Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Rose to Allen. Bamba with the rebound. Grant with the basketball. Up a dozen. To Gordon. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. The shot almost on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Pick up.
Rose to Allen. Rose. Not that time. He missed it.
That's me. I got ball. Yeah.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big to Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. The Magic have the rebound. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
I got shooter. Here we go. My ball. I got ball.
To Fournier. Able to convert inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Add 2 points to the board.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Right.
To Mo Bamba. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rose passed it off. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Deep left corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Grayson Allen to Rose. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Rose. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Grant with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. The pass set it all up.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Grayson Allen to Rose. Off the mark. To Fournier. Beyond the arc for 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. And he hits.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And finishes strong. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line, because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Anthony Tolliver has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. So he hits the first, misses the second. Augustine with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Fournier. To Vucevic for 3, and Nikola Vucevic in rhythm hits the catch and shoot 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Number 67, Gibson.
Rebound comes to Vucevic.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down. Count the bucket for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the rebound for Towns. It's Minnesota basketball. Rose to Butler. Here comes the screen.
Get over. Watch the cutter, man.
Nikola Vucevic sends it away. Butler.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters down. So far, all Magic. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Fires the 3. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Pick up. Match up.
Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. The Magic with 4 next. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Jimmy Butler. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
I got him.
Tight space with the crossover. 5 to shoot for Orlando. 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Calls out of... Rose to Allen. Screen coming to Towns. To Mo Bamba. Off the assist.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson, 3 for 6 now.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Grayson Allen stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Here we go.
To Aaron Gordon. That's out. Last touch by Aaron Gordon.
I'll say this. Great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
Grayson Allen. Magic basketball. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Grayson Allen to Towns.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Grayson Allen to Taj Gibson. Knocked loose. Trying to cash in. Shot by Gibson. Won't go. To end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Minnesota with the basketball. Grayson Allen to Rose. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. The Magic secure the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic won this game after a close finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic. The Timberwolves lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game. Cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Orlando Magic. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.